Alright, let's talk about it, chat. Okay, so, recapping everything, guys. Fresh servers are right around the corner. They're coming out on the 21st of November. And a lot of you guys have obviously asked about what is my plans. Guzu, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right? What's the plans? What are we gonna do? So, at the moment, currently, we got my druid. I want to finish off my druid. I want to get the ananas to level 60 to kind of like, it's a little chapter, right? And I want to finish off that chapter. So I want to try to get the druid to level 60. And the plan is to do a raid on Okermar, actually, with whoever wants to come join for that, because the new servers are gonna come out. So, servers are coming out, right? There will be 3 servers on EU plus NA, right? So 1 hardcore, there will be 1 PvP and 1 PvE, right? This is gonna be both on EU and on NA. Holy crap, let me get this up here. My plan is very simple, okay? OnlyFangs is gonna come out. And I will be focusing on doing OnlyFangs. We took a race quiz, and I got an orc. Yeah? I got an orc in the race quiz, as you guys may have seen, and the plan is to play a shaman. Because I think it'd be really fun to do some healing action, right? Do some healing for dungeons. And the plan is to do an achievement run, right? There is gonna be more achievements in the add-on coming up, so we'll be able to do all of that. We might do maybe additional challenge, right? We might do an additional challenge. We are gonna be self-found, right? Which means that I won't take any gear or any loot from anyone else. I'm not gonna take stuff. I'm not gonna do anything like that. We could help people out if we want, but I'm not gonna take anything, right? So I'm gonna be doing a shaman, we're gonna be healing, we're gonna do achievement runs as we've done on Ananas. There is gonna be different achievements since it's on Horde, and there is also gonna be more, because Tactics is working on more achievements for the hardcore add-on. The cool thing about OnlyFangs is that there's gonna be voice proximity, which is awesome, and there's also gonna be like raids and whatever in the future, right? So that's the plan for me on the 21st. So what about after the 21st? After OnlyFangs, sorry. Every streamer wants to make a shaman. I've talked about wanting to make a shaman for a very long time, and I think a shaman could be fun. Right? I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think a shaman could be incredibly fun, because I've never really done any healing, and we even could in the early levels tank. So we'll see how that goes, right? They need 8 shamans in the raid anyway, more shamans the better. I think it'd be great. So what am I gonna do after OnlyFangs, right? I'm gonna be playing on EU afterwards. Okay, I will be playing on EU servers after I'm done with, I mean, after we get to level 60 in OnlyFangs, we're raid logging. If we, given that we don't die, I'll be hopping on the EU servers, right? I do eventually want to play some hardcore in EU, but I actually do want to have a character on the PvE servers, okay? I want to have a character on the PvE server. A lot of people ask me, Guzu, are you going to play PvP? You're going to play PvE? What are you going to do? I have in the past always played on PvP servers, but some of you guys may know if you watch the streams or some of the videos, it's not always the most enjoyable experience playing on PvP servers. Honestly, playing on a PvP server is what made me quit in Seasonal Mastery. I wasn't able to play. I straight up couldn't play. And it made me quit Seasonal Mastery. Yeah, so I will be going on PvE server, and I think the plan is play Alliance. I think we're gonna do Alliance. I don't know what class I'm doing yet for the normal servers, but I do want to have a character for TBC. I want to have a character for TBC. I think Alliance. Yeah, but I'm not too certain, right? Because I want to have a character for TPC, I want to have some of that. I don't know which character, or like which class I'm going to be playing quite yet. But overall, this is my plan, right? I know a lot of you guys might be very disappointed if I'm not, the fact that I'm not going to go PvP server. But it's not going to be good for me. It's, chat, I have done it, PvP servers in the past, and it's never really been a good time for me. It's just not fun, right? Sadly, it is what it is. I'm a streamer. If people want to grief me, if they want to, like, you know, disrupt my gameplay, they can do it. And it made me not want to play in the past because it's a rough one when you're streaming, okay? It's rough because you get very heavily focused by griefers and it's just not enjoyable. Especially because I'm gonna not be playing on the EU server on launch because I'm gonna be focusing on OnlyFangs. So imagine if I level on a PvP server 1 or 2 months into the server. No. Dude, everybody's gonna be 60. No, dude, that's just not gonna be a vibe. So PvE server it is. That's what it is, okay? Why not wanting to play a caster instead of a shaman for OnlyFangs? So I wanted to do either like a shaman or a mage or something like that. Obviously, since I got orc... Wait, can orc be mages? They can't. No, not in vanilla. So I can't really be a mage, right? So we have the choices of shaman, rogue, warrior, warlock. Is that it? Shaman, hunter. Oh, hunter as well. I don't know. I think I think if I were to choose between these classes at the current level, I would rather go shaman or hunter, right? And I think shaman could be fun because then we can actually get a different experience of healing, which it's something I never really do. So rogue, I've done rogue so many times for hardcore, so I think I should do something new, right? Yeah, you could have anti-griefers on the PvP server. Bales, I don't think I don't want to play PvP server. I don't. If I wasn't streaming, if I was just like a normal player, whatever the heck, maybe I would be more enticed to play PvP. But no, I don't really know what server yet I'm going, or like what class I'm doing yet for normal. But I think Alliance. I don't know what you guys are saying, but like I think I want to go Alliance for like the EU server. PvE Andy, yeah, I don't care, dude. I am not gonna bother PvP server. I'm just not gonna do it. If you can... Dude, Chad, you don't realize I'm gonna be playing this server after like a month or two into it because I'm gonna be focusing on OnlyFangs at launch. When I start leveling on the normal server or like the EU server, people will already be 60. I would literally not be able to play. I literally wouldn't be able to play. So that's it. Alright, I don't want to discuss it anymore. That's what I'm doing. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Layering is a thing so you could get away from griefers. I have streamed for 6 years now. And I know that that's not gonna help. Chat, there are literally guilds dedicated to griefing streamers. I'm not dealing with it. I don't care. I don't care. Not happening. People don't understand how stream snipers are. Chat, when I was leveling, it's a little bit of a context, okay? When I was leveling in Season of Mastery, I was leveling a shaman. Orc shaman, you guys may have known a bit about it. A lot of people don't know that I stopped the journey there. I stopped around level 35 because I was streaming it, I was leveling, and I got camped all the time on stream, right? It was just like a bunch of people, they were camping me over and over again, whatever, it was fine. So I was like, okay, I'll go do some dungeons. So they were camping me all the way to the dungeons and stuff like that. And eventually I was like, you know what? I'll just level to 60 off stream. So I can do the level 60 content for stream. They found me off stream. And they camped me till I log off. They found me off stream and camped me till I logged off. That's... Chat. I ain't doing it. I'm going PV. Don't make enemies. Well, it's not that I'm making enemies. It's because I'm a streamer and people hate streamers. So, that's it. And I'm fully aware as well. I've never really complained a lot about it. Because at the end of the day, I'm on a PvP server. And if people want to kill people on PvP servers, they can do it. It's fair game. It is what it is. So I've never really... Obviously, I've been annoyed about it. But I've never tried to really complain a lot about it. Because it's part of the game, right? So that's it. Another question is, Guzu, do you plan on playing on Hardcore EU? Yes, eventually I would like to play on Hardcore EU. I think it could be really fun. But the plan for me currently is to start with OnlyFangs. After OnlyFangs, I'm gonna make a character on EU, probably Alliance, normal server. And then maybe at some point after that, once we have a character level 60 and we're having fun with that, then we could do some hardcore on EU as well. That's the plan. Okay? That's what I want to do. Respect the decision. People who kill low-level players are assholes. It is what it is. I don't want to deal with it, so I'm not going on a PvP server. That's it. Imagine what you have done to so many lives back on a raid to rank 14. And that's why I'm not complaining about it. Bro, I made so many people's lives miserable when I was ranking to 14. I didn't do it to grief, but I still killed people literally all day for 3 months in a row. It's a part of the game. If you don't like it, go on a PvE server. And that's what I'm doing. PvE is hella boring. I don't care. I'm gonna have fun. I've thought about it for a while. I'm like, man, dude, I can't do any world PvP. I can't do any of that. But realistically, it hasn't been any of my content in so many years. I've done a little bit of world PvP here and there, but it's not really a big part of what I do anymore. Like world PvP content. Like I like doing some PvP here and there, but you know, PvE and Classic. Yep, that's the streamer life. Chat, at the end of the day, there's gonna be plenty of streamers on the PvP server you guys can camp. Okay, so for the people that are unhappy about me not being there, you know, that's how it goes. Okay, so there's probably gonna be plenty of streamers you can camp. Okay, don't worry about it. You're gonna have fun regardless, chat. I'll just hang out with my community on EU, on normal, and it's gonna be a good time. Yep. Okay, that's everything. Yep. So in summary, on the 21st of November, OnlyFangs character, Orc Shaman probably, with some achievements, with some challenges. Self-found. After we are 60, we're gonna go on EU normal server, probably Alliance, and then eventually some hardcore on EU. That's it. That's what I have planned. What do we do until the 21st? Oh, until 21st, level NNS to 60. That's my plan. Yep. That's what I want to do. Maybe start leveling a character in hardcore, then when you die, you can transfer to PvE fresh. That could be a plan. That could be a plan, but what if I never die, you know? I could actually do that. Yeah, I could do that. I could like level... You can transfer to PvP. I'm not playing PvP. Yeah, I could just do my EU character like that I want to play eventually on normal servers. I could just do a hardcore. And then whenever I die, I can just continue it on normal. Yeah, that could actually be fun. That could be fun. I'm down for that. Yeah, that sounds smart. Would be more fun if you went guild found and not self found. I mean, I am gonna be guild found, obviously, because the OnlyFangs guild is guild found. But I don't want to like take a bunch of loot from people. Like if I find something, I'll give it to people, right? Like something we can use in the guild or whatever, I'll trade with people. But I don't want to take a bunch of things, right? You know? Yeah. We need to, whenever we get a little bit closer to actually making the character, we can try to find maybe some additional challenges for my shaman, right? Sorry calls it selfless. Give but not take. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I want to do. Yeah, kind of. Does it exist for a list for the OnlyFangs players in class? Why would you want the community guild? We go have Stitches go, just an input. It's a little bit of a hard thing because eventually I will be playing on EU normal server and probably Alliance. So if people do eventually want to play with me, that is probably where you would want to play. So yeah. Because I am gonna have a normal character on Alliance, right? So if people do have interest to playing with me, then I think that's the plan. Alliance? I think so. I think so, yeah. Would be great to decide on faction until 21st. We could do like a poll and everything like that and see what people would like to see and stuff like that. But this is what I had in mind. Okay? Because I'm playing Horde on OnlyFangs. So I think it'd be more fun just to do Alliance and EU to like swap it up a little bit. You know? So yeah. Blue Grizzly Bear, what's up, man? That's it.